Of all, geeks are sniveling worms. They're outside the gates. We can look at the Bible and see that immediately. Revelations, outside the gates. Those who are consigned to the lake of fire. They're the cowardly people. The people who practice falsehood. Conforming to the world is falsehood. It's finding your life in this world. He who finds his life will lose it. Okay? Anyone who wants to live a godly life must live as Jesus did. Did he live as a geek? No. When's the last time you've seen geeks chasing moneylenders out of the temple? Or doing something brave? When's the last time you've seen them have heart? They must live a humble life, insisting on righteousness, romantic justice, just like Jesus was praising John the Baptist, who rebuked Herod. He rebuked the fucking king of the Jews at the time, the quote-unquote king, the worldly king of the Jews, for his sexual immorality, marrying his brother's wife unlawfully. Okay? And it got him killed. And Jesus said, that's how you live your life. And saying that can also get you killed. So telling the truth, the way, the truth, and the life, and finding your life in heaven and not on earth. Okay? All the churches that are allowed have it wrong. Look at the types of people who established the church, those churches. They were kooks. They were nerds. They were racists. No bad tree can bear good fruit. Look at America. Okay, you think slaughtering Native Americans, enslaving black people, pretending you're superior, talking about manifest destiny, the spear of destiny, you're so great, whether or not they're using the spear of destiny as an example, the spear and the spear that killed Jesus, we can go on and on, okay? It was obvious that these people are arrogant, they're proud, they're outside of the fucking gates, okay? Just like the entire world, especially Europe. Why? Because they're the main people that took over the world. What did Satan offer Jesus? One of the few times Satan said anything in the New Testament, okay, or did anything, or was brought up, was when Satan said to Jesus that he offers him the kingdoms of the world. Well, who ended up controlling the kingdoms of the world through proxy and otherwise? Was it Nigeria? Was it Australia? No, it was Europe and Israel, okay? Just like Isaiah starts off in Isaiah 1, the guy who predicted Jesus, who cited the most as predicting Jesus, mind you, he started off saying that woe to the rebellious nation who spurned the Holy One of Israel, children given to corruption. Okay, you know them by their fruit. Are they still corrupt? Yes. Do they give me my rightful place? No. Okay, if the Jews and the whites and everyone else and anyone else, okay, wants to be seen favorably or wants to be described, they have to earn it like everyone else. I don't play favorites because you make fucking sissy rules for punk-ass bitches to obey who obey them. Anyone who plays stupid is stupid. Now, let's look at music and genre. As I promised in the video before that this was coming. Okay? Music is sick. Genre is Gene R. Who are you? Are you a punk rock chick? You probably come from a family that is punk rock chick friendly. They produce a punk rock chick. Okay? Your family is also to blame. Why the fuck are they a punk rock chick? When I look at the fruit of the family, I see a bunch of people who uphold the cultures that are allowed by a satanic planet. That is a failed family. That is a bad tree that needs a redeemer. Are you a heavy metal chick? A rock and roll chick? Are you a gangster rap family without a logical reason for being so? Let's say there's one guy in his song, he said, if you never smoke crack, then you ain't no G. Excuse me, let me rewind. He said, if your mother never smoked crack, then you ain't no G. Now, why did he say this? Because he's bitter at society. He sees all these bitch-ass middle-class pussies talking about, he looks like a crackhead. And they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They know a little bit about what they're talking about, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're spoiled, privileged, closer to the devil, governing class type bitch than the poor people they're making fun of. That's like sniveling Roman soldiers making fun of Jesus. He's the king of the Jews. Ooh, you're a mocking, sniveling worm when you take that path. It's like making fun of starving African kids, and you better believe there's some racist white bitches and there's some fucking immature white people that made fun of starving African children. I'm part white, I'm not racist. Okay, but I call it how it is. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful that you made that part of your culture. Just like making fun of black people with the black faces and the buck dancing, okay, and all the other stuff you did, all the mocking of black people you did, all the cartoons. How it was accepted by high society because they wanted a caste system that was well defined. Now they want a more integrated, well-defined caste system, so they're poisoning me and doing bitch shit like that, which is the continuity of slavery and the plantation and so on and so forth. Okay, so what is the difference between me and the gangsters and the people who listen to rap? Well, some of these guys are white boys, some of these guys are token minorities, some of these guys are thugs who take that guy's stance. Say, hey, unless you're a hardcore, your family's a hardcore ghetto family, that you're not a gangster. So to them, I was never a gangster. The simple answer is I was never a gangster. It gets complicated. Okay? I hung out with them. I observed them. It worked in my favor because I started to understand the different levels of society a lot more and why people behave the way they do. I went to 6 different high schools, a Christian school, okay, public school, boarding school, okay, a reform school where they taught us some kind of high school education, okay, adult school, etc. Okay, I went to 5, 6 different high schools, depending on how you count it. Okay, so with me, I changed the words to fit, my Igbo revolutionary ideology, right? Which is there should be one Christian governing body of the planet. Obviously, this can't be performed. Citing me on this is stupid because everyone else is going hell, basically. Okay, one Christian body, governing body of the planet. Okay, where they let people have free will. Okay, and the Catholic Church is what was needed to achieve it because it was the biggest Christian faction. They needed to change their social order. Okay, put an Igbo in charge when I was younger. Little I know it's me because everyone else was acting like a fool, and to start to unite the Christians of the world into one governing body. Okay, so to me, the word Crip meant Christ rest in peace, and the original gangsters who chased out the racist white people, and the ones who were Christians were the true Crips to me. Okay. The true Crips to the gay guy is the guy who knows the ins and outs. He's like, how you tie your shoes, how you crease your pants, know all about cars. It's like the details. It's like a Hollywood fashion designer or a Hollywood hairdresser. They say they know all the little details about the hairstyles. And to the gay guy, that's what a Crip is. And a lot of Crips who are just trying to look cool and act bad and are mad at the world, okay, they have overlapping values with that person. To me, that's fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? The greatest warrior, for example, isn't the guy who knows all about the clothing and all the battles and all the details. He's the guy with the most heart who actually performs. So to me, it was a warrior idea, and then that's what it truly meant, and I was trying to pull them that way. There's a bunch of people trying to pull them. Let's be cool. Let's be Snoop Dogg cool. Let's be Corrupt and Daz. Let's, X-Rated and Brother Lynch and all these rappers who were popular with these people at the time. That's to them what a Crip should be. The gay guys ultimately won out, and they've basically assimilated the Crips into the gay world order, okay, in terms of values. Not all of them are gay, from what I gather, but they've taken on those values, okay, and it's so bad that they changed my voice and my image in my videos and pictures to try to make me seem more gay. That's how bad this world is. They're fucking insane. It's Gacy, it's Dahmer, it's the Night Stalker, it's the countless famous gay serial killers. Serial killers are disproportionately gay. The famous ones, okay? Fucking lunatics. You look at the gay rapists in prison. How much violence does it take to rape a prisoner who works out every day, okay? Some of the most violent people on the planet are homosexuals. And the famous serial killers are disproportionately homosexual. These people rape you in church. They rape you in the Boy Scouts. They rape you in prison. They don't give a fuck. They're raping everybody. They're raping kids right now in somebody's house, someone's stepdad or something. Somebody's older brother, and they're fucking them in the ass. Just crazy. Okay? I'm not saying all gay people are that way, but certainly enough of them are to where it is not a good idea to even pretend one is gay. And it goes back to my argument of holding a baby down. Just because everyone's holding a baby down is getting raped in the ass already, do you mean you should hold them down too and say, hey, you know what? This is what it takes to survive, and they're going to get raped anyway. That's everyone else on the planet's argument right now. They think you should play stupid. They reject the scripture that anyone who wants to live a godly life must live as Jesus did. Jesus would not have held down the baby too just because everyone else is doing it. Jesus would not have been complicit with the New World Order. He would have not have said, hey, go ahead, play stupid about this, play stupid about being a fake Christian, raise your daughter to shun the people of God and to date the fucking devil. This is what John the Baptist got killed for. Who dates who and why is what he got beheaded for. And Jesus said, no one born of a man, or was it woman, was greater than John the Baptist. He was Elijah come back, okay? That Elijah would have done the same thing. He said no sexual immorality, no sleeping with the world, Baal Haman, Hamana meaning a horde, no rolling with the crowd.